Good morning, families. I just want to do a quick kind of showing of the slideshow. I was going to try to do a parent meeting, but just with everyone working, it probably was more convenient that we do this instead of try to have a parent meeting. So if you would like to discuss something with me or give me a call, please let me know. I would love to do some one-on-one talking with you guys if you have questions or anything. So this is kind of what we have been told and what we are doing within the school. Start date is on Monday the 5th, back in person, Monday through Friday, 8 to 1. Lunch will be at noon. Students will be required to wear masks or face shields at all times. We will be giving kids mask breaks, but the mask break spot is away from the rest of the class. So they can take their mask off for like 5-10 minutes if they need to just take a break from it, but they will be in a different area of the room, and every time a kid takes their mask off, we will be sanitizing. The mask has to go over their nose and cover their mouth, as does the face shield. Please practice and talk to your child about wearing a mask correctly. What we've seen with the daycare here is as long as they know what to do, they're doing really, really well with leaving their masks on and not messing with their faces. Social distancing. Kids will be kept 6 feet apart whenever feasible. We don't have desks in kindergarten, so students will have chairs or be on the floor or the table. We have a couple of tables in here that kids can sit at, and we also have surf desks. They will stay in one spot for a week. We'll sanitize, and then they'll get to switch spots again. Students will not be allowed to hug, high five, or touch others or teachers. And I will be teaching them non-touch greetings that they can do with each other, that they will be able to say hi to each other without having to feel like they need to touch each other. This is just kind of what our classroom looks like. Each of those boxes is a student area. There's also a table, there's a couple of tables, and there possibly could be a desk or two in here. So each kid has their own space, and they'll be taught to stay within those lines and stay 6 feet away from each other. Cohorting, our class will be a cohort. We will not intermix with the other kindergarten classes at all except for recess time. And this will help us with the spread of germs and being able to contact trace and see if there were to be a student who came positive or a staff member, we would know who had been in contact with them. Mostly they'll just be in the classroom with Miss Cassie and I at each other. Breakfast and lunch will be inside the classroom. Both are free to all students. There will be only one choice for breakfast and one choice for lunch. Students are also welcome to bring a lunch from home, and then I'm asking if you can to provide a classroom snack for the whole class. A box of goldfish or a box of crackers always work. We'll be taking a snack right after recess every day. That way they will make it to lunch at noon. Students will bring everything back to school. Their Chromebooks will stay here in the classroom for student work. They'll be the only ones that are using them. Their red Kid Cougar bags will be used as their backpacks. So we're asking that you use their red Cougar bags that they have as their backpack. And we'd prefer that they do not bring other backpacks. This one we can trace and we can keep track of much easier. Recess, students will get one recess a day. We'll have a class set of balls and toys and the kits that the balls and toys are in, and the equipment will be cleaned with every use. If your child is feeling sick at all, we ask that they stay home. This is more so than previous years, of course, because we're in COVID pandemic right now. We're asking that if your child feels sick, that they just stay home. There will be ways for students to get work and get their things if they're missing school, and we'll talk about that more as that situation comes up. If your child does come to school and looks unwell, because we're going to be keeping track of them, they will be sent to the isolation room to be picked up. And this is for the safety of everyone, not just our class, but the whole building. Arrival, students will come in the gate in the front of our outside door. So there's an arrow on this that shows you what gate you'll come in. 6:40 or 7:45, the gates of the door will open, and then they need to be in their classroom by 8 o'clock in the morning to be on time. Bus students will be walked to the back area and get on buses at dismissal. Pickup kids will be walked out to the front gate. Paras, so Miss Cassie and there's another, will be radioing when parents are here and call kids over to their parent or their car. So the kids will be going to you once we're told that you're here. Parents will not be able to get out of their cars, and kindergarten will be released at 12:50 so that we're staggered with other grades. The dismissal will be right there, so where the arrow is, will be lined up right there. That's pretty much all we have to share right now. If you have questions, please feel free to contact me. If I don't know the answer, Susie, Mrs. Mays, or Mrs. West will know the answer, and if they don't, then of course we'll get some answers with that. I really am excited to see your kids. My biggest priority is, of course, their safety and keeping them well, but also their mental health. And so I really am excited to have them here and have them be able to